My story is absolutely real. It's about my mother-in-law, Linda. I'll tell you more about her first. She is a woman of average looks, but with a normal figure. My mother-in-law is a little chubby, but it suits her. I didn't get along well with my mother-in-law from the first day I met her. To make a long story short, she just didn't like me. The reason was not clear to me. One day my wife Jenny and I went to visit them, or rather, my mother-in-law invited me to the bathhouse. The bathhouse was spacious and nice. The mother-in-law met us at the threshold, hugging and kissing her favorite daughter. She paid no attention to me, as usual. The bathhouse was not heated, and it was up to me to do it, as my father-in-law Jim was lying on the couch, drunk as hell. I put on my work clothes and went to get firewood. Once I had some, I went into the hallway and started the fire. Soon the wood was burning and I decided to have a smoke. As soon as I lit up, my mother-in-law Linda walked into the hallway. "So, did you finally start the fire?" My mother-in-law said to me with a chuckle. "Yes," I replied. "Good, at least you know how to do it," she told me and walked away. I wanted to send her away, but my love and respect for my wife stopped me. Soon the bathhouse was ready, but I decided to go last since we were staying the night anyway. A little time passed when everyone had bathed and I went to the bathhouse. The time was late and everyone was already asleep, so it seemed to me. After arriving at the bathhouse, I undressed and went into the steam room. I steamed up and relaxed. I just loved the sauna. After lying there for about half an hour, for some reason I remembered about my mother-in-law Linda, although she is an echidna, but I sympathized with her. Suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed some movement outside the window. At first, to be honest, I was frightened, but then I thought that it seemed to me, and continued to get high. Suddenly something flashed in the window again, and I managed to see the reflection of my glasses there. It was my mother-in-law. What a mother-in-law I have, I thought to myself, but I didn't let it show and continued. Suddenly I ran out of the bathhouse into the street and ran to the window. My mother-in-law was pretending as if she had just arrived, and for some reason she was carrying a towel in her hands. "What are you doing here?" I asked. "I wanted to go to the bath again, but I see that you are here," she answered politely, but with a tremor in her voice. "It's good of you to come, mother-in-law. I've wanted to talk to you for a long time. About our troubled relationship. Son-in-law, I don't feel comfortable. My husband and daughter are asleep, and you and I are in the bathhouse. Don't worry, we'll have a steam and then we'll talk about it over a bottle." Mother-in-law wrinkled her nose a little, but agreed, and we went to steam. Everything was going well. Mother-in-law waved the broom like a young woman. After that we went to the anteroom and sat down. I took out a stashed bottle. After the first shots I told her that for some reason she treats me badly and constantly nags me, and I just want normal human relations. And so my mother-in-law was hooked by this conversation that she opened up, and we continued to find out what, how and why. And we got so clear that the alcohol took its toll. Her eyes sparkled, and that's when we crossed the line. And the heat in the anteroom was getting to us. Then we left the bathhouse with thoughts of things not being the same and went to our rooms before anyone woke up. That's how my mother-in-law Linda and I fixed our bad relationship. And all we had to do was go to the bathroom, finish eating, and have a normal conversation. Bye, everybody.